Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new client tutorial. I've done this vampy purple look, trying out a few new products and a few new makeup techniques, so I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Starting off with the brows, we are going to brush them brow hairs into place using a clean mascara wand before filling them in with this brow pencil from Kat Von D. You can see she naturally has a thick brow in size and a lot of brow hairs, so I didn't want to overfill them and make them look very blocked. So what I done is I drawed hair-like strokes in the more sparser areas of her brows, and then I later went in with the Kat Von D Brow Pomade just to underline the bottom of her brow just for some extra definition. And to set everything into place, I've used the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. When you use this product, a lot comes out, so just be careful of that. Now usually I'm a concealer girl, you guys know this, but today we're trying out a new product. It's not new, but it's new to me, and that is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the original one, so I just applied that all over the lid and I've buffed it out before starting my shadows. Now the first color we are going to use is from the Huda Beauty Mauve's Obsessions palette, and we're going to use that dark plum matte shade. I'm going to pack this onto the outer corner of the eyes, keeping it on the lid, and then I'm going to blend it out. The second shade we are using is this taupey brown shade, also from the same palette, and this is going to be our transitional shade, so we're going to use it to soften that purple. Then we're just going to go in with a matte black shadow. I just picked up the one from the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I'm just going to place this onto the very outer corner of the eyes, and I'm just going to softly blend around it. For the lid, we're going to be mixing these two shades here from the Makeup Atelier, I think that's how you say it, eyeshadow palette in T28. So I'm just going to pack that onto the inner corner of the eyes, and then I'm going to blend it up to the brow and across like halfway of the lid, just like you can see on screen. Once I've done that, I sprayed a very little amount of setting spray on my brush, and I lightly pat this onto the inner part of the eye, pretty much where that kind of lilac shimmer shadow is. And then I put the MAC Reflex Pearl Glitter over top, so just as the name says, it's more of a reflect rather than a chunky glitter. Going in with Inglot's Kohl pencil in 1, this is the black shade. A lot of people ask me what black I use in the waterline, and I do. This is pretty much my favorite one to use. I love it for smudging and smoking out the lower lash line, and once it sets. So I've just applied that to the waterline. Now I applied a bit of concealer because I'm going to smoke out the lower lash line first. Usually I do this after the base makeup, but I wanted to do it now. So I just put down a bit of concealer, and then I went back in with my pencil and smudged this into the lashes. So you want to make sure that there is no skin coming through that eyeliner. You want it to be very dark and smoky. And then we just went in with the first shade we used, which was that matte plum. And I use that shade to blend out or smoke out the black. So what I'm doing now is a trick I saw Stacey Marie do on Instagram. She's one of my favorite artists. She pretty much baked the end of the eyeshadow. So what this does is that it cleans up the eyeshadow, makes it look clean but not sharp, because we want to keep that kind of smoky, buffed out look going on. While I let that set, I just went in with the 77 Gel Eyeliner, also from Inglot, and popped this into the waterline to seal the Kohl pencil and then also the top. Now I'm just going to pop on some eyelashes before we start our base makeup. Alright, so first up we are going to moisturize her face, and I'm using this Embrolysse Moisturiser. This is a must-have for your makeup kit. I've already gone through like my second tube. It's honestly the best. So once I've done that, I went in with this orange corrector from LA Girl, and using a smaller kabuki brush, we're just going to buff that in. For foundation, I'm using Huda Beauty's, I can never say that properly, Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation, and the color I'm using is Toffee. This is pretty much one of my go-to foundations when I want full coverage. Once I applied the foundation, I went in with a bit of cream contouring using the Colourpop Concealer. I think it was the shade 60 or 70, but I'll leave all the shades listed down in the description bar below. So I just applied that to the cheek area, And then I went in with the same concealer, obviously in lighter shades. I mixed, I'm pretty sure it was 40 and 50. Once again, colors are listed down below. So I just applied this under the eyes, and the brush I'm using is one of my friends. So she is also a makeup artist, Wanya. She's coming out with her new brush collection, brushes, and this is one of them, and it's honestly one of the best brushes ever. So I can't wait for her to release those. So I just buffed in that concealer, and then we are going to move on to more contouring. So to set that cream contour into place, I've used the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder from MAC, and it's in the color Dark Deepest. And I also shaded the nose a little bit. She naturally has a thin nose, so I didn't really need to contour it. Now we are going to highlight. I'm using the Huda Beauty 3D palette, and I'm using the lighter shade to highlight her nose, Cupid's bow, her chin, and the cheeks. Now to vamp up this look, I wanted to play around with this new blush palette that I was sent. It's from NARS. It's the new Wanted 2 cheek palette. It had some really vibrant berry shades in there, so I just applied that to the cheeks. Most of you know I'm not a blush person, but I just wanted to play around today. And then at this stage, I remembered that I had the new Fenty Duo highlighters, the Colourpop highlighters. And I remembered that one of the duos had like this kind of lilac shade, so I wanted to play around with that, and I thought it would tie in with the eyeshadows really well, which it did. But obviously it's a very light, frosty, cool tone type of color, so it didn't really blend in with her skin tone. To complete the look, I decided to do a statement dark lip, something I haven't done on my channel for a while. I've noticed I've been using a lot of nude shades, which is pretty boring, so I wanted to change it up a little bit. For lip liner, I'm using MAC's Lip Pencil in Night Moth, which is one of my favorite go-to darker lip liners, and we're just going to line her lips. And then for lipstick, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Mademoiselle lipstick in the shade Griselda. It's like a really dark wine shade, has a bit of burgundy and purple. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this vampy purple look. And enjoyed seeing some new kind of techniques and new products being used on my channel. If you liked it, please leave a comment, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.